There's various difficulties to working and filming news in Gaza. The obvious one is security and danger. Gaza is one big front line. There's shells dropping out of the sky on a regular basis. There's tanks parked up around the borders. So you're operating within a dangerous area where things can go wrong and you can get injured. You're wearing a flak jacket, you're wearing a helmet, which are heavy.
Over there are dead and
it's 30+ degrees. You have a camera that weighs in excess of 10 kilos. So getting in and out of a car is hard work. Running around chasing stuff is hard work. I have to be aware of and have a sensibility towards the cultural differences. If you get that wrong, people get very angry and they'll make that very clear to you. There's some things I could film, but I choose not to because I know they're never going to be seen. They're too appalling. The most emotional shots are obviously of people. There was a young child who'd been injured quite badly. And as he went, I saw at the corner of my eye his mother was sitting there watching him sort of go. And so we got to see his mother sort of sitting there watching her child leave to go to the operating theatre. And that's, it stays with you, seeing the kid disappear through the door and the mother sitting there thinking, well, I don't know what happens next. We found this family whose 3-story house had been largely destroyed, and we actually went up onto the 3rd floor to interview the husband and wife. And the shot we got shows in the background this sort of what looks like a sort of corridor has been ripped through this neighbourhood. And the lady is standing there, we're up high and the elevation works, and it's just utter destruction behind her. And it was a shot that reminded me of the sort of things I'd seen as a kid of Hiroshima, where entire cities were sort of leveled.
Straight through the wall.
And the particular angle and the particular framing lent itself to that idea of just utter destruction. It's a shot that I got that gives you some idea of the destructive power of some of these shells that are landing. You can actually see the camera wobbling, although that landed a good couple hundred metres away from the hotel. The blast is such that the camera wobbled. I think anyone coming here would be affected by the things you see, particularly injured and killed children. Having 2 children of my own obviously adds another dimension to that. When I see injured and dead children, sometimes I do think, well, my goodness, that could be my son, that could be my daughter. But the point that you're actually filming and the viewfinder is to your eye, I find that I tend to sort of disassociate myself from what is around me and concentrate on doing the best job I can on a technical level. As soon as the camera comes off your shoulder, though, you're surrounded by that story again, by those people, by their relatives, by their destroyed house. And you have to re-engage. You can't operate here just as a sort of machine, just picking up shots. You have to engage with it.